being sterile or some of that, yeah, could happen from some of the shots. But it's like, that's from one. What happens when we take 15, 20 of them trying to fight against something that nature is supposed to just do? Like, that's what I want to know. Like, what's going to happen then? I think we're going to have bigger problems on our hands rather than just letting it, because half of us will build an immunity to it naturally. Yeah, we'll get sick, whatever, but half of us will naturally build an immunity to it. The other half will get really sick, and then half of that other really sick half will probably die. But the world is also expanding at an ever increasing rate that it's always done this. It's a rinse repeat cycle. Like, the forests always burn because new growth has to happen. You only get new life out of death, and the world is not going in the good direction. So I think that everything is trying to tell us that we need a whole bunch of this, unfortunately, to recorrect the way of the world. It sounds totally crazy, and that's what I told you this podcast is going to be about. Wise words of a madman. This is what it is. This is wise words of a madman. I see things so far in the future and so far in the past, and I'm here so deep in the present that it's just hard to see how other people don't see it. But I hope that if I can talk to people, or somebody, one person listens to this and says, holy man, this guy knows what he's talking about, actually. Like, it's true. It is true. I've blown people's minds just by talking like I am right now. Just talking about what I think about how and what is actually happening out there. Because you can't all tell me that this is normal. Nobody can tell me that this is normal. But people can tell me that diseases happened a lot in the past, and that lots of people have died throughout history in mass numbers. But then they're like, but now we're smart enough to control that, so we can. But just because we can do something doesn't mean we're supposed to. Just because I can kill someone doesn't mean I'm supposed to kill someone. Just because I can drive a car through a building doesn't mean I should drive a car through a building. Like, you think that nature's creating this or whatever created this, and we're just gonna, oh yeah, we'll create something better and stronger and fight it. Well, we're not that smart. We're not. I want to tell you that right now. I have been called an alien. I would even call myself an alien. I'm not even sure if I'm really from this planet. I might even be the one sent here to do this right now, to tell you all, to warn people. I don't even know. I've been such on a blind path my whole life, but then all of a sudden this all started to make sense of why I've been so free and just living in tune with nature and so open and one with everything, because I'm going to be the one that sees it before it happens. It's like a curse. It's a gift and a curse. I hate that about a lot of my gifts. Well, a lot of my gifts are curses. Remembering every single part of my life, curse. Good and bad, curse. And knowing what's going to happen before it happens, gift and curse. Knowing exactly why you did what you did, even though you did it, and that you wouldn't have done anything different, also curse. Knowing that I've always been called the knower of all. Knowing is the curse. Nobody should know anything, really. They should all just be and flowing and going, but nope, I just know, which is strange. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to get a third booster shot, and I don't know if I'm going to have to quit my job to homeschool my daughter so she doesn't have to get one to go to school. We'll have to see. It could all happen within the next, 3 weeks when they go back to school after Christmas break. They're going to start jabbing the kids, I think. And I don't think I want my kid to get jabbed, to be honest with you. People will call me crazy, and I've been called worse, so go ahead. But I don't think I want my daughter to get this, to get it. Like, I don't know. It's really difficult. And it's difficult because of all the social impact, the the impact of people that will now cut you off from their life because of the way you think. It's like a battle of ideals, a battle of so many things, so many different wars being fought at one time that it's just confusing. That's what they're trying to do, I think. What they are, and I'll say they all the time because there's, to me, always a they. Someone's controlling this whole shit show, and it ain't me, and it ain't you, and it ain't the president. Because look who the president of the United States was. You think fucking Donald Trump was running the show? Absolutely not. This whole thing is like I don't even know. It's like a Truman Matrix hybrid, I think. But that's just me. And that's just me being crazy now and had a joint. But like, I think that this is all something, like, obviously the presidents aren't in control of the countries. The presidents are a puppet for all the other people that are actually controlling the countries. And same with now these doctors, and just it's all just a big rigmarole. Like, it just doesn't even, if you have time like me, I guess I maybe have too much time where I can sit down and actually think about and put all this stuff in order. Maybe that's why. Maybe I just am blessed and cursed also with having time to sit and ponder and think about all this. And maybe I'm just going to be one of the great thinkers of this generation. I don't know. But something's weird. And if everyone says that this is all right, then that's something else. But I know that there's a lot of people who are going to be on board with me saying two's good, three tops. Like, I will, if I go get that third one and then there's a fourth one, holy to the max, I am going to lose it. Like, I will start a revolution myself. I will be the Louis Riel that this whole country is looking for. He is one of my cousins, maybe that's why I'm supposed to be here. Maybe I will start the revolution. But it'll be totally different and have nothing to do with what he did, because whatever. But we're going to revolt. And if we need more than three, we revolt against the country, is what I say. But I'm just also the craziest man that I know, personally. And I used to work in, like, healthcare industry. I used to support people with disabilities and stuff, and I'm still probably one of the wackiest ones I know. But that's just because it's who I am. And I'm good with it. But, yeah, that's that about those. And I think that I should put that one to rest, because I'm not getting another shot. I mean, I'll get one more, I guess. Like, I told the doctors, I put weird stuff in my body for fun on the weekends, but still, like, it was up to me at that point. This time it's all up to you. It's up to the government. Like, I feel like I'm being drugged and raped by you, like, being raped by your needles. Like, that's what I told the doctor. That's what it feels like. And he was just like, I'm sorry, but here you go. Needle rape. And that's not cool, but what else can you do? If you want to be part of the world now, that's what you got to do. Or you can't even go to a restaurant, or go to the mall, or go to a sport event, or a concert, or anything. But what do I know? I'm just one humane being. Not very humane, but human. Not human either. Probably an alien. No one's really sure. Even my dad wasn't sure. He always said I look like the mailman because I have genetic mutation. I got, genetically modified human. So now we're on to some wine. Some Wayne Gretzky, number 99 Estates here. Some Pinot Grigio from 2019. I'm going to try a sip of this. Get out the bottle because I don't do glasses now. Not bad. Ice cold white wine. 8:17 is the time. And I'm feeling mighty fine. So, I could say why not rhyme, but that would be lame, so I didn't, but I did. But no one's ever going to listen to this, and I've been talking for 25 minutes, so this is awesome. This is actually going to give me so much stuff to do. And then if they do start to listen to it, I'm going to take people on some wild rides, and they're going to be like, oh man, you got to listen to this crazy asshole. He doesn't even know anything, or he knows everything. That's going to be the thing. I'm going to be like one of those, because I'm bipolar as heck. That's what they say is bipolar disorder, and manic depressive bipolar, and slight schizophrenia with whatever the other one is there. It's like a what are these, like personality disorder, borderline. That's just a whole bunch of jibber jabber for your brain works different than others, and we don't know how to help you. But you can learn to help yourself by just living with it like I have. I don't take medication. Obviously, you can tell by the way I talk and what I talk about that I don't take medication for my mental health issues. And I probably exacerbate them sometimes by partying and maybe sometimes drinking alcohols. But it's just what helps. It just calms me down a little bit. And that's where the poetry comes from, is the dark, troubled, like depressed, drug addicted side. And then I'll have a business-minded side, really business-minded sometimes. I'll be super business-minded. I'll talk about a whole bunch of crazy business stuff, and even stocks, and man, so much stuff. And then art. I love art. Art's amazing. I know a lot about art. We're going to have some art podcasts. Sit down and talk about art with some people. Yeah, I learned a lot about music, mainly rock and older hip-hop music. Newer stuff, man. I like Kodak Black and stuff just because of the way it sounds and shit, but more into older rock and like weird music that people don't even think is music, experimental type stuff. But yeah, maybe I'll just be the plant podcast. Maybe I'll just, if you guys want, you could just put a little speaker next to your plant, and I'll tell the plant crazy things about the world, and it'll be like, yeah bro, I totally know, I live here, it sucks. And then I'll be like, bro, plant, I know. And then we'll all just get along, all shiny, happy buttholes holding hands, you know? Oh no, shiny, happy people holding hands. That's what it is. But, yeah, that was a nice rant about the old shots. Not cool. Already the heaviest taxed country in the world, and now they're like, hey, by the way, if you want to do anything with the money you have left over from us taking all of that, you have to also take our drugs that we have no idea what's going to happen to you in the next 15 years or so. But we don't care, because we're just going to give you this so that stops it for now, and the economy can keep going, and we can keep making that money off of the poison that we create, and so on and so forth. And then you just get all these rich swine up in the offices just with their feet up on the table and their big bellies hanging on the edge, just pushing buttons for Diet Coke and eating Big Macs all day long, running the country, threatening big-ass countries. Like, it's just, what kind of reality TV show are we living in? I wish my hero was here to see this. Well, he would have shot himself on TV if he was, but if Hunter S. Thompson was here to narrate and to explain to the world the nonsense that's happening in a sick and demented way that they understand visually, it would just blow their minds. Like, I can't even do it justice. I just hope that I can bring across some of the gonzo journalism of the world and what's happening in culture and in the world today that people will understand. through the